Hey guys, Jay here and welcome to my Kumoricon 2021 merch and autograph haul. This is just the autograph and merch stuff that I bought while I was at the convention. Just like every year, there's also going to be a convention review that comes out the same day as this video, which you can get to in the top card or in the description below. Also, some of these, there's stories to them that I'm not going to tell in this video because I told them in that video. So they're in the beginning of that one. So if you want to watch those, please go there. That will make this video really long, like super long, and I don't want to do that. Instead, I just want to go over the stuff itself that I got signed, because there's a lot of it, as well as the stuff that I bought, which there's not very much of that, but there's still some. Also, I am sick. I did get sick at con. I did mention this in the other video, I believe. It's not COVID. I took a test. It's negative, so I'm fine. It's just a cold, but it's annoying. We'll start with the stuff that I bought because it's this stuff, and there's literally 4 things. Technically, there's more, but you know what? I'll just get into all of those too. So I bought 4 art prints as well as 4, wow, I bought 8 things exactly. 4 were art and 4 were merch. Let's go over all of that. These are in my hand right now, so I'll go over them. But I did buy prints from the voice actors that I got them signed from, and they're signed. So those are gonna count as autograph stuff. So these aren't autographed, even though I could have got, here we go, Megumin and Aqua signed because I met their voice actors this year. Then again, I've met Erica Mendez, who does Megumin 3 times now. This is my 3rd time. But I have a Famata story, which is in that other video, if you're interested in that. It was pretty good, and I also have a Robbie Damon one. So pretty good stories, so if you want to check those out, go check that out. But, so yeah, this is 4 Konosuba prints from an artist that I really like their art, so I bought them. They had the full cast set of Kazuma's Party, so I was like, I'll just buy all 4. I don't even care how much they are. But they were buy 2, get 1 free, which technically they said if you buy, they were 20 each, and if you buy 3, it's only $40. That's the same thing as buy 2, get 1 free. It just didn't say that, so whatever. But I bought 4, so I bought an extra one for an extra 20, so I still spent 60 bucks. So, let's just go through them all really quick. So there's Kazuma. You'll also see these, like, in B-roll. So there's Kazuma, Darkness, Aqua, and Megumin. So the other 4, the ones that are not artwork, the ones that are actually like from vendors themselves, I can do in order from how I bought them because that's just how they're laid out and how I'm able to do this video. So the first one is this, so technically I would assume her name is actually technically Ram. They call her Rom because in the Japanese version, that's how you pronounce an A, is the ah sound. I don't know. They have another character named Rom, R-O-M. That's the big guy that works with Felt. If you guys have seen ReZero, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't even really like Ram, honestly. I do, but I don't. But this figure is really nice, so I like it, and I bought it. After that, I went to another booth and saw this really cute little Nezuko. So I bought this little Nezuko. You probably can't see it at all in this camera, but you'll see the better picture. For how small it is, it's extremely detailed. So yeah, little tiny Nezuko. Goes with the rest of my Nezukos. Maybe I'll put a photo up here that has all of my Nezukos. I have a Demon Slayer little area, and like literally 90% of it is Nezuko figures. The next thing I bought was this Moogle. So that doesn't, I have to like tilt him to make it stay up because it doesn't stay up if he's straight up. I don't know why. So Atlas and our friend Sabrina are going to be doing Advent Children with me, that stuff, at Sakuracon. So they said that they would see if they can get some armature wire to fix this to make it stay up for good. We'll see what happens. So technically this is the Brave Exvius one. It still has a tag on it. So that's a mobile game that I don't even play because I don't care. And that's probably why he has this little pointer hand thing. I think he does like the tutorials, like, hey, press this button or this, do this, you know, that kind of thing. Like Star Ocean does it, where one of the characters like has like a thing with a pointer on it and they point at things for you. I think that's the same thing. But technically, Moogles only exist in Final Fantasy VII as plushies. The only one in the entire series is seen in, well, I don't remember if the remake has them or not, but the only one other than the summon, the only other one there is in Advent Children. There's a little girl during the part, I don't remember, I think it's during the beginning when everyone's walking around the city. There's one girl and she's holding one of them by the hand, I believe. and like carrying it around. And it's an actual plushie Moogle. So they exist as plushies in the Final Fantasy VII universe. But anyway, the last thing that I actually bought that wasn't signed was Problem of Children Are Coming from Another World, Aren't They? So this was never on Blu-ray. Honestly, I wasn't sure if this was even legit. There's a store in Tacoma, Washington called Sean's Anime Store. It's the one Hardy goes to a lot because he used to live there. And so he kind of knows the layout of that store, and he's been there multiple times. They had a booth at Kumoricon, and they had this. This isn't out yet, so that's why I wasn't sure if it was even legit. But I took a chance on it, bought it, because it's, I mean, right now, Sentai Filmworks has this on sale because they're having a sale, I guess. But normally, it's $58 or $58.99. This was $60 at Sean's Anime Store. So I bought it because it was like $1.01 more. So whatever, I'll do that. I'm not buying anything on Sentai right now. So, and I mean, it's only 41, so it's not that big of a difference. I'm fine. I get it now. I can keep it now. And not have to worry about any like delays or anything like that. Because I wasn't sure if that was going to happen or not, because it's happened before. But I got a hold of Sentai and asked them, hey, I found this at a booth. Is it legit? Have you guys sent out copies at all of this so I can make sure this is real or not? And they said that sometimes when they do get them, they send them out early if they have them, if someone pre-ordered them. And that actually makes a lot more sense now because that happened to me. So I bought the anime Gate. Really good anime. I like it anyway. I bought they had a pre-order one that was supposed to come out in May of this year, 2021. And I pre-ordered it in March. And it showed up in March. So it showed up 2 months early, and I didn't know why. So I tweeted about it, and nobody ever replied back. I never got a hold of Sentai about it because I was like, well, they sent it to me. It's legit. It's from them. It was packaged from them. So I was like, all right, it's fine. Maybe they just mistakenly sent it early. No, apparently they just do that. So that's cool. So they said this is more than likely legit. There's no reason that I should worry about this being a bootleg because they have been sending them out. So yeah, I have the DVD. Actually, it's right over here. So it's right here. I have had this for quite a while now. I think I got this in 2014 at Kumoricon when it was in Vancouver, Washington. I had Josh Greeley sign here at AkiCon 2015, I believe. I don't remember which year. I think it was that year. And then I had Brittany Karbowski sign this at Kumoricon 2019 when I met her. So this is already signed, but I want them to sign this one now because this is the Blu-ray. This is much better than a DVD. And so I think I'm just gonna give this to Atlas or sell it to him or something. So he has less that he has to worry about getting autographed. He doesn't normally collect anime or whatever like I do. He likes to get the prints. So if I sell this to him for cheap, because this was, I think, like $20 or something at Kumoricon. So I don't really care. But yeah, so I have the Blu-ray now. So that kind of took a little longer than it needed to. All right, on to the autographs now. So I'll just go through them by series, and then I'll go through the prints by series or by print, I guess. So like I'll hold up one and tell you what it is, instead of going by voice actor, because I got multiple on different things. So I would have to keep showing a bunch of stuff and it would just take forever. So we're not gonna do that. So since it's right on top, and I probably shouldn't have done this, but I had Konosuba and Konosuba Season 2. I literally bought these for this convention to get them signed. I've seen this a million times. I know almost all of it by heart, kind of like I do with K-On! So yeah, I just bought them because I just needed them signed because their voice actors were coming. And the cases are cool. These are the sleeves. The actual cases themselves aren't very cool looking. So I got these signed like this because they look cool and they look very similar actually. Yeah, I had these signed, so I got this signed by Faye Mata and Erica Mendez. The problem is that this one, Season 2, I had them like this, where Season 2 was under Season 1, and it started to rub it off. Like if you take dry erase marker and you start like rubbing at it and it starts coming off, it's doing that. These are Sharpies. I don't think it's supposed to do that, but I think because these are like laminated, it doesn't stay very well. So I gotta be careful with that. Next up is easy one, right, real quick. This is Shield Hero Season 1, Part 1. So it comes in 2 parts. Funimation just does that. And I also have another one here that does that too, but I'll get into it in a minute, but is Demon Slayer. They did that too with that one. Anything that has more than 12 episodes, they put in 2 parts for some reason, instead of just putting one thing with 24 episodes. I don't know why they do that. get more money from you. I don't know. But so I got this signed by Billy Kametz, or I don't know how you pronounce it, and Faye Mata. Since I mentioned it, Demon Slayer. This is Demon Slayer Season 1, Part 1, and I got it signed by Abby Trott, who's Nezuko. Oh, I guess I should say that on here, Shield Hero, Billy is Naofumi, and Faye Mata is mine. So yeah, those characters. I also didn't mention on Konosuba, Faye is Aqua and Erika is Megumin. Yeah, didn't mention that either. So I got Abby Trott, who's Nezuko, and Kira Buckland, who's Mitsuri. Yeah, that's her name, Mitsuri. And then these ones will be real fast too, because they only got one on them. And this one is Tales of Berseria. And I need to go see Christina V to get Velvet's signature on this. She plays Velvet. But this character's little brother, Laphicet, he's played by 2 different voice actors. Abby Trott plays a version of him in the game that's in the late game. I'm not going to spoil anything. The game is really good. Go play it. But during the late game, something happens, and he has a different voice. That's her. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get this signed twice for him, but whatever. But it's really dark and hard to see, but it's on the bottom. Then also, I got 2 Neptunia things signed. I got, but Erica Mendez is in a couple of them. She replaces Aaron Fitzgerald, who is Chie in Persona 4 and some other characters, and she replaces her as Noir when she's not available. So she's in 4 Goddesses Online, which is my second favorite Neptunia game behind Rebirth 1, and Nep RPG, which is by far one of the worst ones on Switch. It runs the worst, and it's almost impossible to play half the time. But it's a fun game, but it just doesn't work that well, and I've talked about it on Twitter before. It's just not, it just doesn't run well, is what it is. The game itself is fine, but it doesn't run very well on the Switch. It runs way better on PS4 and PC apparently, but yeah, so she's Noir in these, and I got them signed. Okay, I actually forgot one. I had to go in my room and keep this filming while I did this. Scarlet Nexus. She's in Scarlet Nexus. So she's signed here, but she's on the back. I display it like this on my shelf, so it's fine, but she's still on the other side. So yeah, whenever I meet whoever, I don't know who voices him, I forgot at this point, but whoever voices him, I'll just have him do it over here, so it's like opposite. It's kind of funny, I guess. It'll work. But yeah, this is a really good game too. Play this. Yeah, so she signed on this one. Alright, last 2 for the cases. This is Stella Glow. I had this signed previously by Keith Silverstein at Anime PDX 2, I think it was, the second one that happened. And that was in 2017. I couldn't film anything when we were at his booth. He didn't want anyone filming. So I talked about it though, and I got my friend to print it. I mean, if you want to see those vlogs, those are my vlog section, that playlist. Just look up the Anime PDX ones. And I believe it was the first or second one, you would hear about this one. But this year, we went to go meet Robbie Damon and Kira Buckland, obviously, like I mentioned before. So Kira signed over here, she's Dorothy, and she's really tiny over here. Like, she's like really in the background and it's really hard to see and whatever. Robbie Damon is the main character, Alto. There's a story about him in the other video, so if you want to hear that, yeah, go to that video. And last is ReZero. So, literally bought this the week before convention, and I got it like 2 days before convention. So I got this like Tuesday before the convention. So that's when it arrived. So I have to open it to show you. There's actually one on the outside that's Kira Buckland, but that's because I'm stupid. So I'll just mention that here, what happened. Because it's part of the autograph instead of part of a story. Not sure if I said it in the other one or not. I don't believe I did. But I handed it to her like this because we were all in a hurry and doing stuff, and we had to get back to get changed into our Inuyasha group. So I just went like that. That's how you normally hand it to him for the cover. Totally forgot. I was getting the inside signed. So you can see she did sign the inside. When I was waiting for Hardy, she was doing stuff. I was like, can I just wait over here for him real fast? And they're like, yeah, sure, you can just wait. You don't have to leave yet. You can wait for your friend. It's fine. And so I was like, okay. And then I was gonna put it back, and I was like, wait a minute. Oh crap, I did that wrong. I was like, I'm sorry, but I accidentally gave you the front. I wanted it inside. I totally messed that up. Is it possible to fix this? And she's like, yeah, come on. And so I handed it to her. She's like, yeah, I can fix that. That's fine. She's like, I understand. You guys are in a hurry and whatever. So, yeah, so she signed the inside. But I got this signed by Robbie Damon at the same time that he did the Stella Glow. and then Erica Mendez at the same time she did all of her other stuff. So yeah, that was the last case. And this one I'm probably gonna display like this, like on the wall. I'm probably gonna frame this though, because I like it. It's a really dope poster. It's the insert for the thing. I really wished all the characters were on here so I could display it as a case, but it's fine if I don't have to display the case. I'll just like write, like I'll put like a piece of paper in here that says ReZero, so I know when it's, you know, sitting in my thing, that I know that that's what that one is. If I ever do that with any others, then I'll know. But I guess I gotta put this back in here now. All right, on to the artwork. So I got a whole bunch of artwork. So when we went to see Abby Trott, oh, I didn't tell that story, I don't think. Let's do it real quick here. I bought 2 for Abby Trott. So when I went to go see Erica Mendez, actually, which was Sunday morning, because we missed her Friday one, it's a big thing. There was somebody in line who had things signed by Abby Trott. And I was like, oh, that's cool. We're gonna go see her later. And they're like, why? She has a booth. You can just go there now. I was like, what? They have booths? Wait, they have booths? We seen a Fame Auto booth, but she wasn't there when we saw it. And so he's like, yeah, all of the paid ones have booths. The little booths that are next to the autographs, yeah, those are the paid people. You can go up there and buy stuff from them and get autographs. I was like, all right. So he's like, yeah, Abby's there right now. She's gonna be there for a few hours. So we were like, okay, well, when we're done with this line, we're gonna go over there. So we went over there. And so when I went up, I was like, hey, so I can prove that I bought 2 items for your signing later today. Can I just do that here? And their manager or whoever he was just like, if you can show us that you paid for them, we can just give them to you right now. And you don't have to pay us anything. I'm like, all right. And so I showed them my receipt. There was an email that showed what we bought, and it showed 2 for Abby Trott for Sunday. And he's like, all right, yep, you can get 2 of them. Sweet. And so that's when I got Tales of Berseria and Demon Slayer. And she said with every personal item, you get 1 of these. So technically, I get 2 of them. So I was like, well, I don't need 2 of them. But if you're gonna give 2 of them away, then I'll get them. Can we do that for my friend too, so he can have one? And so we got Atlas one too. So I went up and got mine, and then it was like, just personalize the other one to him. And he was with me, so she did and gave it to him. But the reason that I knew about the booth was because somebody had this print and this in a clear bag, like a print bag, where you can see like their artwork that they bought. And I was like, wait, what's that? And they said, and because I saw it was signed, and I saw it was the same signature, so it was Abby. And I was like, wait, what's that? They're like, oh, this is a fake vaccination card that's for, I think it's Persona 5 is the one that she's in. I don't know, I didn't play it, but she's like a lab worker in Persona 5, I guess. So she's giving out vaccination cards if you show her your actual vaccination card. So I just thought that was pretty cool, and I wanted one, so I went up there and we both showed her the vaccination card, and Atlas and I both got one of these. Atlas was dumb and immediately put it away before she signed it. So mine's the only one signed. Right next, like, I think it was 2 booths down, not right next to, but 2 booths down, was Morgan Berry's booth. Morgan actually met Atlas and our friend Sabrina in the hotel. We were all cosplaying as Inuyasha characters, and a lot of stuff happened, and I had to go back up to the room and take my costume off. It was falling apart, and a bunch of other stuff. They were still in costume. They were Inuyasha and Sango. Went down to the bar, and Morgan actually came in the hotel and had to pass the bar to get to the rooms, and complimented them on their costumes. They didn't realize it was her. Her manager said, hey, Morgan, we gotta get going, whatever. So they realized it was Morgan. And so we went to her booth because she just happened to be there. And I was like, I don't have anything. I was gonna buy your things, but at the time I didn't have enough money. So I wasn't budgeted for it and all that kind of stuff. And so I was like, I am now. I wanna buy some stuff from you. So we bought, Atlas and I actually, both bought this Inuyasha print with Moroha on it, because she plays Moroha in Yashahime. And so this is a really dope print. I actually really like it. I don't know whose art this is, but it's really good. So yeah, I don't know, I like it, and I bought it. But these were the only 2 left. We got the last 2. We got lucky. And then, because I'm freaking idol trash, I had to buy Love Live stuff. She's Yohane, my favorite Love Live character. Well, I mean, my Love Live Sunshine character. My favorite, honestly, between Honoka and Maki, honestly. But for Sunshine, it's definitely Yohane, and then Ruby, and but it's Yohane. And so I was telling her about that, and I was telling her how Both Atlas and Sabrina have never seen Love Live, never known anything about Sunshine, and didn't know her character. If you guys know her character, you know what I'm talking about. She has that Chinibyo thing going on. I had to show them the dub of Morgan's voice for her and how perfect it is and how amazing her character is, and I think I got them to like her character. So I was telling her that story and she thought it was hilarious. This one was cheaper. They had this one, she had this one and a bigger one. I could afford this one, so I bought this one. Takes up less room. So while I was at Erica Mendez's booth, I also bought this from her. So her things were, you get 2 free items, then every personal item after that, like it's 2 free personal signed items, and then every personal item after that is $5. And then every print is whatever they were charging for each print for different sizes. So this one is, she signed as Puck for some reason, even though these are all her characters, Megumin, Puck, and Rectalia. But whatever. This is the only one that I liked because I didn't know most of the other characters. There were characters that had stuff I didn't like anime that I wasn't into. So as far as the smaller prints go, this is the last one. This was actually really cool, so I'll try to get some good video of it, but it's gonna be hard. This is one from Kira Buckland. This is Edna from Tales of Zestiria and a bunch of other Tales games. She shows up in a lot of them. This sparkles. I don't know how easy it is to see that, but I'll hopefully get a good video of that. I don't know what else to say about it. Edna's cool. She's the reason that I got into Tales of Zestiria, because I like her character design. And I was like, ooh, she's in this game. And so I bought it. And so when we were at the line, I was like, I'm gonna buy a print from you. I already paid for stuff, but I'm gonna buy a print from you because you have a bunch right there. And so I picked this one and got it. All right, on to the last 2. Yeah, the last 2. So in Abby Trott's thing where I went to go to her booth, she had prints as well. And she had a few, but she had this really dope Nezuko one. So I was like, I'm getting this. So this, weirdly enough, is double-sided. I don't really like that, but there's nothing I can do about it. I didn't know it was double-sided until they picked it up. But she signed to this side. I didn't even tell her which side to sign, but honestly, I think this one might be better. The cutesy one is fine. Like, this one's like a really cutesy picture, but I think that this one like got like the mad look. It's got some blood on it. Her hair's everywhere. I think this one just looks a little better. If she ever comes back up here and has this same print, I might buy it again and have her sign this side, or I'll try to see if I can find a frame that I can flip over every once in a while so I can display whichever one I want whenever I want. That might be fun. So let's see what happens there. Okay, wow, my battery just died. This is probably going on a lot longer than I thought. Sorry about that. There's just so much stuff here. This is probably the most stuff I've ever got signed at a convention. So it takes a while. Plus I got some stories. So like I was trying to say, the last one, this one's Feimata. This has to also do with the story that's in the other video. So it's gonna be a little confusing because of what's on this, because of what she wrote. But it's an aqua print. I also got one for Atlas, on down here it says I'm only useless for content because I do YouTube, obviously. She knew who I was, apparently. That's part of the story, so if you want to know anything more about that and get the rest of the context, go watch that video, please. So that's all of the stuff that I bought, as well as all of the autographs that I was able to obtain from Kumoricon 2021. If you like this video, go ahead and give it that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.